All right. Hello, hello, and welcome back to Brit Reviews at All. We are going to be talking about Love and Marriage DC. This is season one, new season. They are doing great. We see it's building, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with this show. I am definitely interested, and I will continue to watch. So again, it's season one. Episode three, this one is titled No New Friends. And if you have already seen the episode, then you know where they got that from. And I ain't talking about getting it from Drake. I'm talking about little Miss Ashley. She has all the energy, and I'm with it. I'm with it. I normally don't have a favorite character, but I will say right now she's at the top of the list for being television gold. Um, they pick up on this episode, picking up at the vegan dinner. That is what I call it, the vegan dinner at oh goodness, here we go with the names. At Monique at the Samuels house. Let's say the Samuels house. They pick up at the vegan dinner. We still have the thing going on with the little banter between Ashley and Winter. I mean, I'm sorry, but Winter, oh my goodness, Ashley was getting into it. She was getting out the good questions. Even Quick even kind of came in there, and I think he wasn't really just dead serious. I think he was really more so coming from it from a joking manner. Um, Winter says that she thought it was funny, but to be honest, I mean, honey, with the things that you were saying pertaining to your marriage with Kevin, it was not helping your case, even though it was being shared. Even at that point, Chris was just like, "Man, I'm kind of, like maybe I shouldn't even brought it up, but you did, and it's a conversation now for the table." Arena is sitting over there just looking around and looking all and getting all the information because she's sitting right next to Ashley. For Quick to say, "Oh, how are you a relationship expert?" I mean, it was a good thing. And then she came back with the, "Oh well, the definition of success." And then Ashley's pretty much like, well, ain't that the definition of success?" I was like, okay, Winter, you are in the hot seat on this episode, honey. Um, I mean, there was some valid questions, a lot of red flags, as Miss Ashley said it was. A lot of red flags. The fact of the matter is, you married this man and you keep saying that he swindled you or he portrayed himself to be one way and he wasn't that or another. Sounds like you kind of thought you hit the jackpot and it turned out to be something that it totally wasn't. The man told you he lived in a basement apartment. Come to find out, he's a 60-year-old man living in the basement of his mama and his daddy house. He told you he didn't even have a car. All you know is that he had a business, and I guarantee you probably thought, oh, he's an older man. He has a lot of money. Kevin is 60, and Winter was 40. Or she said she is 40. That's pretty much what it comes off as. You said you never went to his house because it was during COVID, so that's why you never knew what his place looked like. But you married that man during COVID, and y'all for 6 months. Within 6 months, you married this man. Something is just like Ashley and Quick were over there giving her a raised eyebrow and lots of questions that was just like, huh? I kind of feel the same way, ma'am. I mean, and sorry, you probably don't want to talk about it because you are probably embarrassed. I mean, at the end of the day, like they said, you were basically scammed. Um, would you want to take advice from someone, a relationship advice from someone like, and that's their background? Probably not, but to each his own. Moving on. Like I said, Ashley and Quick, they coming with it. I like their energy for TV. They are on it. um let's see, at some point, I mean, I think Ashley, she was just pretty much over talking about that whole thing. She's basically like, okay, at some point we all at the table are zoning out because we're tired of talking about this and you keep going on and on and on about it. Winter, let it go, move on to the next conversation. Why Monique, she knew what she was doing by introducing this game because that's really how they got going again on Little Miss Winter. um so for this game to get started, and all of a sudden here comes Quick wants to step in and take over. Sir, that wasn't your house, and you didn't have the mic. but he did it anyway. So he says he wants to know everyone's celebrity crush. Um, that took on a whole nother thing because now, it was a moment for Winter to take a jab at Ashley, saying you basically wouldn't have the access to the celebrities that you're speaking on if it wasn't for meeting quick. And Ashley's like, honey, I'm a catch. Who wouldn't want to look at this? Who wouldn't want to talk to this? But really, she was just trying to say back then you didn't have a DM or an Instagram social media in that way. Now, whether it's a celebrity or whoever, you have more access to people, right? So that's what she said she was trying to say. But like I said, Ashley saw a moment. I mean, Winter saw a moment, and she tried to jump in there, but it didn't go. Um, so they were just kind of like, let's just not go there. Moving on, next thing. But yeah, so they ended with that scene. So they move on. We have Raina and Jamie. They are outside going on a run, getting a little bit more information into Raina. She's a marathon runner. That's what she enjoys doing. It was a cute little competitive vibe going on between Irena and Jamie. And just like Irena said, he was going to get to talking about his knees. And he said literally just that. Well, if my knees wasn't like this, I'd be out running all of y'all. Okay, moving on. Um, so Jamie lets us know he's going to have, later that day, he was going to have an outing with the boys. Jason and Lil Jamie. That's what they were talking about. Irena said she didn't get to really have a relationship with her father because of the fact that her father was in jail. Um, so she doesn't want that to be the thing for her children. She wants to make sure that they're able to come to their father or their parents for anything they want to talk about. Um, and now we get it. Now we get it why that's it. That's just very important to her, right? All right. So now we go back to the Samuels household. They are prepping to get ready to go to Africa. Didn't it look like they were packing the same day that they were leaving? I just thought something was a little bit odd about that. For the same day that y'all were leaving, for you to still be asking where are the duffel bags, I thought that was a bit strange. But I mean, for something of a huge trip like that, I would think that y'all would have already been packed and ready to go. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that was a cute little moment where they were messing with the kids, saying that they were going to be sleeping outside and all of this and that. That was so cute because the kids was really like, are you for real right now or are you joking? Of course, Monique being who she is, she definitely brought up what happened at the dinner with Chris telling her to hush. Um, I would say honestly, that it is rude. It is rude to tell a person to hush, to shut up, to shush them as an adult. Um, for Chris, he said he thought that was a nice way of trying to tell a person to be quiet. Don't agree. But Monique, I mean, like she said, I wasn't gonna be quiet anyway, so it really didn't matter. Um, that whole thing right there was just it was just a moment. But to be honest, Chris was Monique was over talking him. And he was like, I need you to hold it for a second while I'm finna tell you exactly what it is. You're not gonna do me like that on right here in front of all these people. Absolutely not. But they let that go and they move on. Then went in the middle of all that, Winter calls her and they are basically she's letting Monique know, ma'am, your dinner with the whole Ashley thing, we need to talk. But I know y'all getting ready to go to Africa, so we make sure we gonna have a little sidebar about all of that. Anyway, um, and then Chris, I mean, he's basically still talking, about their relationship because he overheard something she said on the phone. Um, when Monique was on the phone with Winter, and he's like, I mean, at this point, it feels like I have to walk on eggshells around my wife. Um, they are really dealing with something right now. It's more Monique says it's a 10-year itch for her. Not they didn't have a 7-year itch, but they having a 10-year itch. And they are They can commute, they can be friends and they can talk and they can chit chat, but when it comes to the romance, it is non-existent. And they're really hoping that with this Africa trip, that it will not only be something great for the kids, the family as a whole, but it will be something that will be something that could kind of light a fire in their relationship, their marriages on on the romantic side of things. Um, Moving on, we have the scene where Winter's mother is coming over to her house, and they, of course, are going to discuss the infamous, not the infamous, the vegan dinner. They're discussing everything that happened. How crazy is it that Winter's mom basically saying she feels bad because she was basically key to Winter even giving Kevin a chance at all. Um, I mean, they're basically saying by Chris saying, "Oh, he's so in love with her," and they're like, "No, it's not a love; it's more of an obsession." And Winter and her mom, they definitely agree on that. Um, just be clear, so what Winter is saying is that Kevin's partners, they are suing him for financial misconduct. Um, Kevin had already left the house. He moved out of the house that they were living in at the time. And she said the sheriffs came and served them at that house, but it was her who answered the door. So she was served with the papers. But it was for Kevin, but he wasn't there. But it was served, so she knows what is on there, and it's more so of a it's an embarrassment for her, especially with her already having an unsuccessful first marriage, for her to take that hop again for the second time and it to be something totally um, opposite of what was given, what he portrayed himself to be. Those are the words, some of the words that she used when it comes to him. Um, we're gonna see what unravels with this. I don't know. I don't have a side. I really don't. Like they were telling her, honey, there was some red flags there. But like she said, she did. He had his family that were corroborating everything that this man was giving her. Sucks, but she seems like she's gonna get through it. She is. Now we have Ashley and Arena meeting up. Ashley did not tell her where they were going, but they were actually meeting up together, and Ashley was in the process of getting ready to get Botox in her underarms to stop excessive sweating under there, which apparently a lot of people do this. This is something I didn't really know about, but you can get it done. Um, they just have a cute little moment where they're just talking, chit chatting. And Irana's talking about what she wants to get her butt done. Um, and Ashley had no problem with telling us the things that she's has done as far as fillers, as far as having a boob job, but she's very clear. She said that her butt is homegrown. That is all her. Now, Irina, of course, asked Ashley about Winter. Ashley, she knows what she's doing. Even she's trying to act as if really she didn't understand what was happening between that conversation with them two at that table. You could tell, regardless of what your opinion is, her opinion, but you know that you and Winter were having a moment. Um, Now, Irina did say she felt that Winter was basically feeling a little attacked by, some of that side of the table down there on that end, which was between Quick and Ashley, but mostly Ashley. And Ashley comes back and she says, "Well, I felt attacked by Winter, implying that Quick's access to celebrities, it gives me the access, that it provides her with access to the celebrities. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but she said, I am my own woman. I don't need him to get the access to the things that I want." Um, Now, Irina does say that she feels like when it comes to things like that, she gets caught in the middle of it. And honestly, Irina, you don't have to be in the middle of it. You can really take a seat back and just let it be what it is. Or, I don't know. You don't have to pick a side at all, actually. So I don't know why she felt like she's always in the middle of things. I mean, as we keep going on with this season, they're just getting to know each other. Some of them may have been acquaintances and you know, have heard of each other and maybe spoken here and there, but for some of them, they hadn't really known each other like that for long. Um, like I said, Ashley, by at this point, I mean, she's shady as heck, but she's super funny though. Now, all the ladies, they do go to meet up. They meet up for drinks, and minus Monique, we get some clips of her and the family in Africa. Pretty cool. I would like to do something like that one day as well, a family trip. Now, Winter, she says she's coming in. She's hopeful that everything is going to go well. So she's basically saying, I'm coming in with the great energy and I'm hoping for the best. Now, they get to talking. Winter's throwing out out the word friend. Ashley's pretty much like, friend is a heavy word. I don't mind her being her honesty. I don't, but I felt like in the moment you were already creating a tense environment. You could have, you knew what she was trying to say. Ain't no one said that you guys were besties, but you're definitely building relationships with each other. So you know, you didn't have to take it to that level. Um, they were talking, you know, trying to pretty much get out their opinions and everything about what happened when it came to the dinner and the conversation that was going. Again, Ashley is entitled to her opinion. I mean, the conversation was for the table. Everybody, it was something that was brought up. Everybody was talking about it. Winter apparently has talked about it several times. And it's just her opinion. I mean, I think from Winter's point of view, she's like, we're still getting to know each other and trying to build a friendship. So I would think that with that, you wouldn't have came so hard at me that time, right? At that time. Um, so versus it being an opinion, Winter's taking it as you're judging her. That's Winter's opinion. Um, so that's pretty much what was happening with that conversation. I did notice that the Tasha, that's her name. I don't think she's not on the actual thing, so I'm assuming her and her spouse they are just friends of the show. So they'll be kind of stepping in film in for filming here and there. Um, the way that Ashley played her, pretty much, it was just like, okay, who are you? um in her confessional. In her confessional, she didn't say it in person, but you could kind of tell that she from that side of the table was really more so like, girl, would you just shut up? But Tasha was doing what she's supposed to do. She was trying to make sure she get chimes in. You got to give us something here, ma'am. You want, unless you just want to be a friend of the show, or are you and your husband trying to do more? um we're gonna see what happens with this. This is not by far. This is not over between Ashley and Winter. There's gonna be some more to come with that. Um, did remember now that I'm thinking about it. Ashley even kind of says like Arena, they are not friends. That they are all, you know, they're almost friends. That might not be her exact words, but ma'am, that was kind of like, dang, Ashley, like for real. But she said, "Hey, they're working on it." Irina took it with a grain of salt. She laughed about it, so we gonna keep it like that. They did cut off the dinner, and they kind of ended it with that. I mean, at that point, Winter is basically saying that she's done with the conversation. She doesn't. She could tell that that wasn't going anywhere. In her from her words, she's basically saying that they ended up having the Ashley from the dinner versus another Ashley that's, you know, easier to speak to. So yeah, so we're gonna see what happens with this season. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna keep watching. Let me know if you're into this show. I love it. I think it was a good addition by Carlos King. Um, so let's talk about it. If you enjoyed it, what did you enjoy? Do you have a favorite couple, favorite person that you want to see when you're watching? Like, comment, subscribe to this video, subscribe to my channel, like and comment on this video. Um, and I'll keep the videos coming. So we're gonna see what happens with this season. Bye.